So this is going to be your cardio core set. So it starts where you're going to be on the treadmill, 2% incline, and you're just going to walk for 5 minutes. Something that elevates your heart rate, but not that you're gasping for air. Then you're going to drop down and you're going to do your first core exercise, which is the Dynamax ball sit and switch. So that exercise looks like this. You're going to take your Dynamax ball. You want to put your legs up here like this, and your knees should be not over your belly, but away from your belly button. So you take the ball, you put it up on your shins and go away without it. Come up and get it. Up, back. You want to flex your feet up, so to hold the ball there. And my legs are slightly apart, not like this. So I'm going to do 15 of those. And then as soon as you finish your Dynamax ball sit and switches, now you're going to go back to the treadmill. You're going to put it back on 2%, and you're going to go for 4 minutes. But this time you're going to try to go a little bit faster than you went for your first 5 minutes. As soon as you finish that 4 minutes, we're coming back to core, and now we're going to do 2 core exercises. So the first one is kick up, kick out. We're just going to kind of keep adding on. So first one, we're going kick up, kick out. If 2 feet is too much, you go to 1 foot. Notice when I'm kicking up, I'm not kicking back here. I'm kicking to the ceiling. And now when you do it, you might barely pull your butt off the floor. That's okay. You're going to get stronger and stronger in that lower core area. So you're either doing 2 feet at the same time, use the ball as an anchor, or 1 leg at a time. Once you finish that exercise, you go back to the first exercise you were doing. So now you're going to go back to your sit and switch. Don't hold your breath. And then when you finish that exercise, now we go back to the treadmill. So we're going to go for 3 more minutes, a little bit faster than you did for 5 minutes, and for 4 minutes, still on 2%. If you find that you can't go faster, and you don't want to run, you can put your incline up. So say you go from 2% to 4% to 6%. Play with it that way to raise your heart rate up a little bit more. So now after you do your 3 minutes on the treadmill, we're going to add another ab exercise. And this one's going to be your crazy Ivan. So you're going to take your ball, and your knees are slightly bent, and you're leaning back to the point where you feel like if you let go, you would fall back. So I'm here, and I just take the ball from my thigh, and I push it up, and I bring it down on the other side, push, and down, push. I'm really squeezing from my obliques, pushing, and down. This is not a twist like this. It's just up. I think about my elbow coming down to the ground and then shooting it up, elbow down, shooting it up. After you finish the crazy Ivan, you go back to the kick up, kick out, 2 feet or 1 foot. And after you finish the kick up, kick outs, you go to sit and switch. Once you finish your sit and switches, your core is on fire. You're going to go back to the treadmill. Again, you're either going to be going faster on 2%, or you can increase the incline, and we're going to be going for 2 minutes. Once you finish those 2 minutes, you come back to the core, and you're going to do alternating arm Supermans. So you're going to be laying on your belly, reach your right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Squeeze your glute before you lift. Squeeze your glute before you lift. Don't just lift from your knee down off the floor. You're really trying to keep that leg straight and lift the thigh off the floor. So if that's a little bit tough for you, forget about the arm and just work on the leg. If you got the leg, you can add the arm. Squeeze and lift. Once you finish your alternating arm Supermans, flip, go back to your crazy Ivan, push, push. Once you finish that, you go back to your kick up, kick outs. When you kick out, the higher your feet are, if you feel any pain in your back when you kick out, you want to lift your feet up higher. The stronger your abs are, the lower you'll be able to bring your legs. So it's kick up, kick out. And then on the last one, you're going to do your sit and switch. So you come up, away with it, up. Once you finish your sit and switch and your core is on fire, head right back to the treadmill, and I want you to power out 1 minute at your max speed. If you can't go any faster, put the incline up. Once you finish that 1 minute, cool down. Good job.